ask who gives this woman to be married to this man?
I do.
Thank you, Ashley. Please be seated, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Donna Metcalf and I am a family celebrant. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all here today to witness the wedding ceremony of Rhys and Chloe. It is here today with you that they have chosen to make their vows and promises to one another. This is their wedding ceremony, their wedding day. I would like to welcome you all here to Sissons Barn to witness this wonderful ceremony. We're surrounded by nature and I'm delighted you could all be with us. This gathering of family and friends are all the people that mean the most to Rhys and Chloe, and I'm privileged to be here guiding you through this special moment. As you entered today, you heard the song, Songbird. Did you hear the words? And I feel that when I'm with you, I'm all right. And that's how you should feel with the person that you've chosen to spend your life with. And I know that's how Rhys and Chloe feel about each other. Unfortunately, a wedding day is often a day when we miss family members no longer here. So before we continue with the ceremony, Rhys and Chloe are just going to ask us to take a moment of reflection to remember all the members of the family who cannot be with us today. We particularly miss Chloe's Nana Diane and Grandad Robin, and also Rhys's Nan Jill. Please just take a moment to think about and remember those who cannot be with us. Thank you. Rhys and Chloe are in love. This is why they've chosen to unite in marriage forever. Today is a special day. You shared with me that you are both extremely happy and content already with your lives, but marriage is the next step on this journey together. Unconditional love is the core of peace, and peace is what results when humans show love to one another. Today is a celebration of your love, but will also remind us all of the love in our lives. This couple's love is unique. It is a strong, secure love. They are completely comfortable with one another. As you have said, nothing will really change from this day forward, but your love will continue to grow and develop with you. Today marks the moment where you stopped, took a breath, told everyone here that you love each other deeply, and you plan to do so for the rest of your lives. We're going to let Chloe and Rhys just step off here to the side so you can see them while we continue with the ceremony. You need someone to help you with your skirt.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's good. There we go. Come forward a little bit and angle yourself. Thank you.
Here we go.
So, where did this love story begin? It was a long time ago, nearly 15 years ago, when this pair were very, very young. They were actually introduced through Chloe's brother Cody. He introduced his older sister Chloe to his friend Rhys on the phone. Chloe was 13 at this point, and Rhys was 11. Even though they were young, they developed a connection and would enjoy speaking on the phone, texting and bumping into each other over the next few years. They admitted to me they've always had a very firm but quite flirty relationship. However, Rhys and Chloe did not act on those feelings to start with. Although Chloe was born here in Peterborough, she moved to Oxfordshire when she was 3 years old. Rhys was born in Scotland but moved to Peterborough. Chloe regularly visited her father and would spend time with Cody and see Rhys when she was here. Rhys and Chloe felt an instant connection to each other. This pair had their friendship and this intense connection, but it just never seemed right to act on their feelings. They both grew up through their teenage years and started to date and see other people. Sometimes one was in a relationship and the other wasn't. Then the other would get together with someone while the other was single. In between these relationships, Rhys and Chloe would talk. They were always inexplicably drawn back to each other, particularly after Chloe moved back to Peterborough. Did you know that Rhys and Chloe even matched on Tinder once?
No, I didn't.
3 times.
We've shocked Dad. This was surely a sign that they needed to start dating each other rather than other people. And they did start talking again. This time the gap between catching up had been quite long, but they talked for 3 days solid, constantly wanting to talk to each other. It was during this time that Reese struck up the courage to ask Chloe out, but unfortunately she said no. She wasn't ready. Chloe told me she was close with Cody, and because Reese was Cody's friend, she didn't want to ruin anything between them. It just wasn't the right time. Chloe would go on to have Alfie and then have her hands full with a new baby boy. 4 years ago, Reese tried to ask Chloe out again, but Chloe was still not able to give him what he hoped for. Guess what? She said no again. Then 3 years ago in 2021, Reese and Chloe had been talking again, and she invited him over to her flat. She and Alfie were living there together, just the two of them, a little team. Alfie was 4, but luckily out that night. Chloe opened the door to Reese, and he was standing there with not 1, but 2 bottles of wine. And she knew they were going to have fun. This date was the first of many. Reese had finally got the yes he was wanting. This couple had waited a long time to get together, but from this point things moved on much more quickly. No more time was wasted. They realised they were in love not long after, but if you're hoping for a romantic story about when they told each other, I'm going to have to disappoint you. It actually happened during a disagreement or an argument. Reese had always felt something for Chloe, but now he really wanted to be with her literally all of the time. This was love. Chloe equally wanted Reese to be around her. She described the connection to Reese as magnetic. She was always drawn back to him. She knew this had happened for a reason. Since getting together officially, Reese and Chloe have shifted their view of life and love. I don't know if you know, but Chloe had very sadly given up on the fairy tale of falling in love. Look at you now. She had experienced some difficult times and admitted to feeling scared of falling for Reese. She was scared because she knew that her life would have to change. Reese admits he had never imagined himself with a family, but meeting Chloe and Alfie changed all that. Alfie, Reese will never forget meeting you, that first time, the first time you took his hand. Chloe and Alfie came as a package deal, and Reese was up for being there for them both. Then after a while, they welcomed baby Archie into their little family. They really wanted to have another child, but it did happen quite quickly. Chloe knew she was pregnant and wanted to surprise Reese. She planned a gift with a bottle of whiskey. And Archie's with us now. Well done. Oh, great job. So now they are a family of 4. But today is about you as a couple. Today is about celebrating you as husband and wife, not just mum and dad, which is hard, I know. I know you're looking forward to calling each other husband and wife and officially becoming each other's family. Family is important to you both as you are really close to your own and each other's. Today your families are going to be linked together forever. Nana Diane would have been so proud to see you make it official. And as you already know, Chloe's Nana liked Reese. He remembers visiting Diane and working on a jigsaw puzzle with her. And she wanted to keep him. What a special moment. During our meetings, I asked you to describe each other to me. And you answered the questions with ease. Do you remember what you said? No. Reese told me that Chloe is an independent woman. He said she is refreshing, light-hearted, and he loves to see her happy. Reese admires the way Chloe mothers her children. He remembers the first time he saw her with Alfie. Chloe inspired Reese to want a family, and she drives him to want to be a better parent, because even on the challenging days, she, in Reese's words, smashes it. She is a wonderful mother. Reese has learned a lot from Chloe. He is more open since loving her. He's learned to talk and open up more. Chloe told me that Reese is strong-minded, witty, and handsome. She loves being with Reese. Chloe admires him and particularly how strong he is. He is resilient and can seemingly cope with anything life throws his way. He just gets on with things. Chloe can feel worried sometimes, but she aspires to be like Reese, who almost glides through life. And he did this morning.
I don't know.
Since being with Reese, Chloe has learned to listen more. He's a good listener. She's learnt from him. He always considers both sides of an argument. This couple have a strong, supportive love. They are a powerful team who are always on the same page. They are looking forward to their married lives and have big plans. Their hopes for the future are based upon building on this foundation. They want to add to their family, whether that's the blessing of more children or the addition of more dogs. They want to take their family to live in a countryside home, to live a peaceful life in a rural setting. In amongst a busy family life, they also hope to take some time together. And I know you're going to have to wait for your honeymoon until next year, but you're planning a mini moon to the seaside in Suffolk, your first holiday as a married couple. Reese and Chloe, you've had the most unique journey to get to this point in your relationship. Everyone here has heard how special your love is. And now you're going to take your vows and make your promises to each other. Please join me back at the front. It's easier in the rehearsal, isn't it? He's going to move it in a minute. Marriage, as most of us understand it, is the voluntary and full commitment of a couple to each other. It is made in the deepest sense, to the exclusion of all others, and is entered into with the desire, the hope, and the firm intent it will last forever. I must tell you that these are very personal vows that the couple have chosen and written themselves, and they have not heard each other's personal vows. Please turn to each other and hold hands. No. Reese and Chloe, these are the hands that when held together symbolise the lifelong bond which you have created. Cherish each other's hands and the strength and love and guidance they will provide to you both. Reese, you are to go first. Do you, Reese Lee Godden, take Chloe May Dunseith to be your wedded wife?
I do.
Do you promise to love, respect and support Chloe throughout your married lives together?
I do.
Do you vow to make a happy home for your wife and children from this day forward?
I do.
And Reese, what are your personal promises to Chloe? You can do it. Deep breaths.
Chloe, being with you the last 3 years has made me a far better person than I once was. I never say things enough, but today I want to share the love and gratitude I have towards you. You have given me everything a man could ever want or need in life. 2 children, a happy home, and a smile that cheers me up on any bad day. I'll forever be grateful for everything you have done for me, and I stand here in front of you today promising that I will always cherish you, protect you, motivate you, and love you the way you have always deserved to be loved. You honestly have no idea how special you are and the impact you have on me and the kids. You have been an amazing partner, a caring and devoted mother, and now you'll be the perfect wife. Team Rico forever and always. I love you.
Well done, you give Reese a clap. Chloe, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Do you, Chloe May Dunseith, take Reese Lee Godden to be your wedded husband?
I do.
Do you promise to love, respect and support Reese throughout your married lives together?
I do.
Do you vow to make a happy home for your husband and children from this day forward?
I do.
And Chloe, what are your personal promises to Reese?
Oh, okay. Reese. I wasn't that little girl who dreamt of her wedding day. To be honest, I didn't think this day would ever happen for me. All I ever dreamt of was having a family with a man who loved me, with a man who accepted me for me, with a man who stood by me and looked after me, and my dreams have come true with you. There was a time in my life where I believed I didn't deserve to be loved. There was a time in my life where I felt alone. But since being with you, you have shown me I do deserve to be loved. And I do deserve to be happy, and because of you, I no longer feel alone. Sorry. From the moment we were together, my life changed in ways I never imagined. You are my best friend, you are my safe place, you are my home, and now I get to say that you are my partner for life. I just want to thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for being the best dad and stepdad to our boys. And thank you for always loving me, no matter how annoying I can be. There's nobody else that I would want to do life with. I love you forever and always. Oh.
It's time to exchange rings. Could I ask Alfie to present the rings, please? Give a bow. Please repeat. A wedding ring is a treasured and valued possession. It's a circle that has no beginning and no end. It demonstrates a continuing bond and symbolises equality and infinite commitment. Reese, repeat after me. Chloe, I give you this ring.
Chloe, I give you this ring.
As a symbol of our love.
As a symbol of our love.
Look at this ring and remember.
Look at this ring and remember.
The promises we made today.
The promises we made today.
I will love you forever and always.
I will love you forever and always.
You are my zing.
You are my zing.
Shove it. Oh, it's the wrong way, but it's fine. Don't worry. There you go.
Can we take Reese's hand? Reese, I give you this ring.
Reese, I give you this ring.
As a symbol of our love.
As a symbol of our love.
Look at this ring and remember.
Look at this ring and remember.
The promises we made today.
The promises we made today.
I will love you forever and always.
I will love you forever and always.
You are my zing.
You are my zing.
Did you like the special ring words? Point for the film reference. Does anyone know where it's from?
Hotel Transylvania.
Well done, the kids. Reese and Chloe have pledged their love and commitment here today in front of us all. And it gives me great pleasure to declare them husband and wife. Reese, you may kiss your bride, and Chloe, kiss him right back. I know it's rather warm, but just bear with us a little while while we go and sign the ceremony certificate, and then we'll be back for a special end of the ceremony. Off we go.
Lately you've been searching for a dog.
we move on with the rest of this very special day, we're going to do something a little different to symbolise the union of Reese and Chloe. It's time for the loving cup ritual, but with a twist. The loving cup can be traced back to Saxon times, meaning it's at least 900 years old, and sees a couple drink from the same cup to celebrate their union. The loving cup signifies the coming together of two families, and is significant because it's the first drink the couple share when they're newlyweds. It's traditionally performed after the documents have been signed, which we have done, and the official marriage, which you are now married. Well done. The couple both drink from the same ceremonial cup. It focuses on togetherness and how a shared drink is sweeter, creating a perpetual bond. But today, Reese and Chloe are not going to share a cup. They're going to share a shot. I wonder why. Can I ask Lewis and Keelan to bring up the ceremonial shot glasses?
They would
Be careful those are not really Reese and Chloe, today you are here to join both of your families together forever. Your choice of drink is Tequila Rose in its own bottle, which symbolises your previous separate lives before you found each other. Now I'm going to prepare a shot for each of you in your special commemorative shot glasses. Let's see if I can.
I've got to try and not spill it over there.
Please, from the beginning.
Can we go the other?
This act represents your service to your love and marriage and how you intend to live the rest of your lives together. So would you like to take a drink? Link arms and get ready to shot! Take these for you.
Thank you. Oh, I needed that. Oh.
Okay.
Didn't you have plenty on the hander?
I must say I've never ever done a shot at a wedding before, and I think it was brilliant. And I'd like to read a short poem, which I think is perfect for this moment. To keep your marriage brimming with love in the wedding cup, whenever you're wrong, admit it. And whenever you're right, shut up. Please recreate this moment every year on your anniversary and drink from your special glasses. Have a Tequila Rose and remember this moment. Let's get ready to walk into your wedding party. Are you ready? Yes. Thank you for joining us for today's wedding ceremony. Please be upstanding for the final time. We have all been witness to this special day. May you all remember this day with joy. I'd like to wish you, Reese and Chloe, the happiness, all the happiness in your married lives together. Thank you. Chloe, please take your bouquet. Turn and face your gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Goddard.
Hey!
Please lead off.
Yeah, we're done. Hey, now.
Please lead off.
You got break?
We all got that. Lead off that way. Thanks.
There you go, so you can get clean in a minute. Okay?
not very exciting, but it's you and me. Always living together, you and me.
I knew that.
That's over now. Keep me coming back for more. Baby, you're all that I want. When you're lying here in my arms, I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. And love is all that I need, and I found it there in your heart. It isn't too hard to see we're in heaven. Oh, once in your life you find someone who will turn your world around, bring you up when you're feeling down. Yeah, nothing can change what you mean to me. Oh, there's lots that I can say, but just hold me now, 'cause I love a life away. And baby, you're all that I want. When you're lying here in my arms, I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. Yeah, love is all that I need, and I found it there in your heart. It isn't too hard to see we're in heaven. I've been waiting for so long, for something to arrive, for love to come along. Now our dreams are coming true, through the good times and the bad. Yeah, I'll be standing there by you. Baby, you're all that I want. When you're lying here in my arms, I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. And love is all that I need, and I found it there in your heart. It isn't too hard to see we're in heaven. You're all that I want. You're all that I need.
What way are we going? What way?
So I just wanted to start by saying a thank you to all coming out today to celebrate mine and Chloe's wedding. So a few shout outs to begin with. I'll start by thanking Phoebe for sharing her birthday on her wedding day. So, happy birthday, Phoebe. Without you and Kirsty helping and being there for Chloe every step of the way, I would have been dealing with such a different fiance. For the best. Cheers, Steve. I just got that message. So, yeah, you girls have both been superstars with everything you've done, and you both look absolutely amazing today. So, thank you.
Bridesmaids.
I'd also like to thank Lewis and Keelan as well. You guys, you've seen me at my weakest, and today you can see me at my strongest. So for that, it means the world to me, so thank you. You're not helping, Steve.
Stop texting him.
I'd also like to thank my nan Helen and my granddad Peter. You guys are honestly the glue to the family. You hold us all together, and I'm truly thankful for everything you've done for me and my own little family. Another major thank you goes out to my mum Sharon, Rita over there. I've lost where I am. Ashley and Joe. I've lost where I am. You guys helping with all the dress fittings, the table decorations, and also the babysitting duties throughout the whole wedding experiment. Yeah, we've done well. So yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, we've done well.
I could go on pretty much thanking everyone in the room, as you've all helped in some way or another, but I think it's time I talk about my absolutely beautiful wife. So, Chloe, from the first day up until now, you've never given me a boring day. From building sofa forts into the flat, watching TV sat on a mattress, and to trusting me to do the food shopping. There is always something that we can laugh and joke about once I get home. You've trusted me to help raise Alfie. Lost where I'm going. You trust me to help raise Alfie and to be the stepfather figure towards him that I truly am grateful for. I needed to practice for when Archie was born, and he's got the same mood swings as you, so I'm already used to it. You are truly such an amazing woman and definitely a super mama. No matter how hard things get, you always get through it with or without a few tears. I'm not a very emotional person, but I can honestly say when I struggle, I always look to you for guidance, even when you don't realise it. Being able to now call you my wife makes me such a proud man, knowing I have a strong, independent, and somewhat intelligent queen by my side. So I'd like to all raise a glass and to celebrate this moment, as it's a moment I'll never forget. I look forward to spending the rest of my life with you and our little Cruz family. I love you. Who's next?
Pass you on to my best one.
I'll pass you on to one of my best men.
Thanks, Reece.
No.
Oh, sorry, I think.
Can't Reece, sit down. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In case you don't know me, but might have heard of me, my name is Lewis, and I'm Reece's best man, the partner in crime. I think we can all agree that the bride and groom look absolutely amazing today, and both look so happy. I'll give it a week before he pisses you off, though. I've known Reece and been best mates for 14 years and going. I know your sympathy is welcome. But I've never seen him happier apart from when... Sorry. I've never seen him happier apart from when he got back drunk and passed out with a chocolate bar in his mouth on his stag do. Well, it might have been a chance if Scotland actually made it out of the group stage. Reece already had an amazing family that loved him dearly, and now he's so much bigger. Now he's got a gorgeous bride, an amazing sweet son and stepson. about growing up so fast and one noisy mental dog. You've really got your work cut out for you, big man. When we was at school, the teachers hated us, and I can't blame them now, to be honest. Looking back, was always up to something, from smoking behind the bike sheds or just causing mischief in lessons and having a laugh. When we was in class one time, Reese was eating, led to shock. But he was eating an apple, and when he was finished, he didn't know what to do with it. So he decided to put it in some other student's blazer pocket for him to find out later in the day.
That was a good day.
Reese is one of those guys that will always have your back, especially if there's food on it.
You're a prick.
Love you. He could always put a good meal down. I know one of his favourite meals is tinned meatballs. He can't get enough of those. As a teenager, he would always have a tin stashed away somewhere in the house, and out of nowhere, in a bowl, wolfing them down. But he does like his decent food also. What man doesn't? But he's also an amazing cook, if you call this cooking. He invited me and Keelan round after playing football. He invited me and Keelan round after playing football, and I had a few packets of noodles on me for afters. Then Chloe rang him saying that she was on her way home and she was starving. So as soon as he got off the phone, he came in and said to me, "Lewis, can I have 2 packets of your noodles, please?" So yeah, Reese loves to cook. Reese is a very active person. There's a list of things he likes doing: playing football with the boys and going on days out. He's also quite lazy. I do know that he loves chilling around the house, watching a good TV series, playing music and gaming. I remember midway through a gaming session with me and Keelan, he came running into the room butt naked and slipped and broke his toe on the TV unit. I've never seen a naked walrus crying on the floor before. But I don't think this will happen as much now that he's tied the ball and chain. And on that bombshell, I'd love for everyone to raise a glass for the happy and amazing Mr. and Mrs. Godden and the best of future for the wonderful family. Your token.
So, hi guys, my name's Keelan. For those who don't know me, I'm the other best man. You couldn't pick one, so. There's no way I could compete with that. Both the speeches, absolutely amazing. I was told to keep it short and sweet, so let's try and give that a go. I'm supposed to be the mature one here, so short and sweet, let's try that. I've known Reese 13 years, and I can honestly say I've never seen him happier. There was a time, unfortunately, not too long ago, the 3 of us would spend all of our time just playing football, drinking, just being dossers, partying. Sharon, as you know, you were there a lot of the time as well, supervising us. But yeah, just seeing Chloe, Reese, and the family here today shows this was the way their life was always supposed to be. So yeah, let's just raise a glass and just celebrate it with them.
Okay.
Cheers, guys.
I want to begin by honouring Chloe and Reese tonight. I'm so proud of you both. Congratulations. I'm so grateful that you chose me to play such a special part in your day, but if you'd have chosen anyone else, I'd have been absolutely fuming. I've loved every moment, even when you were a little bit of a bridezilla. Just a little bit. To Chloe, my best friend of 13 years, my soul sister, the person who knows me best. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge your resilience, courage, and the incredible journey you've been on. I don't know what I ever did to deserve you as my best friend. Okay, that's enough of the soppy shit. Okay. Thank you for drinking litres of rosé with me, dancing in dead bars like no one's watching, and getting me dressed at 6 a.m. when I was horribly hungover for a flight back to the UK. I promise to clean up your vomit after a night out until we're old, which brings me on to Reese. I apologise that one of the times you met me, I dumped a very worse for wear Chloe on you, nicked your cleaning products and fled. Thank you for making her so happy, being the best dad to the boys and keeping her safe. I'm still not coping with her calling you her best friend, but I'll get over it. I hope everybody has the best evening celebrating the newlyweds. I love you both. Congratulations.
Does that work? Is that working? Yeah? Firstly, can I just say, brilliant speeches, guys. Thank you ever so much. You've set the bar very high. Thank you. And if any of you need to refresh your glasses, because I think there's been a lot of toasting going on, please do so now. Unlike these young ones, I've committed my speech to memory. I can only remember the title and the toast. So, if you don't mind, for 2 minutes, and glasses. Okay, a little bit old school here, so bear with me if you can, please. So, just to set the scene, they say a good speech should have a strong beginning, a strong ending, and the two should be as close together as possible. I will do my best to meet that expectation, but no promises. I've also heard that politics, religion, and sex should be avoided in a wedding speech for fear of offending someone. So there goes my beginning, my middle, my end. But maybe I should just stick to do what I do best, which is a father's love with some humour. For those of you that I haven't met yet, I'm Ashley, and I'm the father of the bride. And for those of you who already know me, I am the proudest and probably the most emotional man in the room, and thank you for celebrating the marriage of my wonderful daughter Chloe to Reese, who I can now proudly call my son-in-law. And as a welcome to Reese, you've gained more than a wife today. You've inherited a whole new set of in-laws. I'll leave you with that thought. So etiquette says that the father of the bride's speech should last between 5 and 7 minutes and set the right tone. So think of the next 10 minutes like a football match. We kick off with Reese, switch sides at half-time to Chloe, and take some extra time if needed for foul play. Talking of foul play, Nigel, Pete, if I hear you chanting, the referee's a banker, you're off. That's for the Arsenal-Tottenham contingent in the room. Setting the tone very low, aren't I? Okay, just try and bring it up a little bit here. If Reese's character was a football match, it would be Rangers versus Celtic. Intense, passionate, and fiercely competitive. He's a man of deep-rooted loyalty, tradition, and a history that drives his every action. Let me paint you a picture. We were hosting a barbecue, and after I'd had just enough beer to think that I was still in my prime, I suggested a friendly game of football in the garden. We're running around, and Reese casually mentions his nickname on the pitch is the Rhino. So I'm thinking, well, how bad can it be? So on the ball, I give him a friendly little barge, so he's off the ball. A few minutes later, I am dodging tackles like they feel like bulldozers, and the grandchildren are scattering across the garden as if a tornado's just landed. Reese gives me a nudge that sends me flying, and that's when I realise this is a man whose presence commands attention. Or maybe a preemptive tackle. But that moment wasn't actually just about football. That actually captures Reese's spirit. Fiercely competitive, yet driven by a genuine sense of fairness. Fast forward 2 weeks, and Reese comes to the house, alone, all smiles, and an absolute bag of nerves, and he asks for my daughter's hand in marriage. I couldn't help but think, if he's as gentle with her as he was with me, Chloe might need some protection. But then I remembered it's too late because they already had Archie. Reese is more than just a competitor. He's a protector, a provider, and a man who cares deeply for his family. Oh, I've just had a little wobble. Just bear with me a tick. Suck it in.
Breathe. In through the nose.
I've got it. I'm keeping going, don't worry. I've seen firsthand how he's embraced my grandson, Alfie, treating him with all the love and attention as if he was his own. His devotion to him, my daughter, and their son Archie is unwavering and is there for all to see, creating a bond on love, patience, and a deep sense of commitment. That's half time. I'm just going to have a quick sip of beer.
I'm sweating.
Second half. Chloe. Brace yourselves. From the moment Chloe was born, she was impossible to ignore. Not that we tried. But even as a little girl, she had this shy confidence that drew people in. And she's always known how to take charge of a moment. Even when that moment involved decorating every panel of my new car, except the roof, using a stone. And she sweetly explained to me, "Daddy, because I love you."
Love you.
And speaking of memorable moments, I'm still not convinced that calling Rory and Cody in the Sainsbury's car park "you cheesy knob custards" was ever on the shopping list. I think we got away with that one, actually. Okay, so as a teenager, Chloe's presence blossomed into a spirit of adventure. She was always eager to explore, push boundaries, and challenge the status quo, unfortunately. This made for some nerve-wracking moments, but I always knew her attitude and determination would serve her well one day. When she became a young mum, I and others watched with pride as she channels that same determination into caring for her own children, Alfie and Archie. Chloe, you've embraced motherhood with a fierce love, balancing strength and tenderness while creating a nurturing environment for your family. And now as you stand on the brink of this new chapter with Reese, I see all those qualities, strength, love, and an unyielding spirit all coming together. You're not just a beautiful bride today, you're a strong woman ready to build a life, I have to stop looking at you, I think, filled with love, laughter, and endless possibilities. That's full time before extra time. Okay, extra time to wrap everything up. Love is a symbol of eternity, wiping out all sense of time, leaving no trace of a beginning, and dissolving all fear of an end. To my daughter Chloe and my son-in-law Reese, here's to a lifetime of love, friendship, and a beautiful story that you're writing together. And I know that loved ones who are no longer with us today would share this blessing upon you. If you would now please all be upstanding for the toast.
Do we stand up?
No, you stay sat. Please raise a glass to Mr. and Mrs. Godden. Hooray! Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the bride and groom take it to the dance floor for the first time as husband and wife. I do have to ask that we have no glass on the dance floor though. That's literally just to stop people getting glass on their feet. pictures were taken earlier now because